Very good morning. Today, uh, the session is focused on Indian theories on experiential learning, and contributors are Mahatma Gandhi, Swami Vivekananda, Aurobindo, Rabindranath Tagore, and Jiddu Krishnamurti. The learning outcomes are, after this session, you will be knowing different Indian theories of experiential learning. Learners will be able to appreciate different Indian philosophers who gave their views on education and learning. Learners will be able to implement these philosophies in their daily classroom teaching learning activities. Let us focus firstly on Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhiji believed on action, and hence his basic concepts of education can be classified as activity method or practical method. In 1937, Gandhiji proposed a new scheme of education system known as the Vardha scheme of basic national education, which emphasized the importance of manual work and handicrafts in education. It also said that the education should be imparted in mother tongue. Education should be free for all children from poor families. Later, this came to be known as Nai Talim or Bunyadi Talim. Gandhiji conceived Nai Talim as a craft based education. It focuses on practical skills. He believed that this education will lead towards development of people, spiritual, cultural, and social. Literacy, along with other subjects, can be taught through this method. Actually, this is interdisciplinary approach of education where all subjects are taught such as a way that learners immediately apply the knowledge learnt in their day-to-day life. Gandhiji felt that this pattern facilitated faster learning, develops self-support, cultural development, character building, cultivation of higher values of life, thus provides all-round development. In Naitalim, all crafts were considered equal. Thus, dignity to labor was given. While expressing his views on education, he clearly made a distinction between education and learning, knowledge and wisdom, literacy and lessons of life. He opined that literacy in itself is no education. It should carry functionality. According to him, education should not end in making careers and achieving social status, but it plays a very important role in building person totally. Naitalim, if implemented correctly, helps all round development of a person. It aimed to achieve Gram Swaraj. Gram means village and Swaraj means liberation. In short, Gandhiji dreamt to make all villages independent and self-reliant. Let us look into the Swami Vivekananda's philosophy and how it is uh, focusing the teaching learning using the experiential learning. He says we should give man-making education. Education is not the accumulation of knowledge acquired throughout life. Education is the procedure by which character is shaped, the strength of mind is increased, rationality is tuned, and one can stand on one's own feet. Real education is possible only through nature and natural propensities. Swamiji recommends the old institution of Gurukul, where the preceptor facilitates the learning of the pupil. In this manner, the students can bear the ideal character like that of the teacher. Vivekananda said, education which does not help the common mass of people to equip themselves for the struggle for life which does not bring out strength of character, a spirit of philanthropy, seeking welfare of others, and the courage of lion is it worth the name. All our knowledge is based on experience. We get truth from both the means of experiences, internal and external. The truth gathered from internal experience is psychology, metaphysics, religion. From external experience is the physical sciences. The inferential knowledge in which we go from less to more general or from general to specific has experience as its basis. Swamiji believed education should develop character, intellect, and self confidence through cultural, moral, scientific, and vocational teachings. Education must provide life building, man making, character making, assimilation of ideas to produce an integrated person. Rabindranath Tagore. Tagore believed that education should take place through some activities and direct experiences for promoting creative self expression. He wanted the child to learn in the laps of nature, the teaching of leatherwork, art, craft, music, drama, drawing, painting, dancing, and other activities, creative activities. It will, the creative pursuits is the soul of Tagore's thoughts. The child should be given profound opportunities to enjoy full freedom during his education, to achieve his natural growth. The medium in which instruction is to be imparted is the mother tongue by which a child's mind is awakened and quickened to learn as far as possible. The child should be provided opportunities for community engagement to develop a sense of social service. Teaching by walking to awaken the mind during learning is the best proposed methodology by Tagore, which is still implemented in Vishwabharati even today. The main objective of Shantiniketan education system is that learning would be a part of life's natural growth. By this, the child becomes aware of his surroundings and develops a sense of oneness with the nature. Tagore believed in experiential learning through the students' active engagement during the teaching learning process to educate them on international understanding and universal brotherhood. Let us also uh, understand about other um, thinkers. Before that, let us have a reflective question to you, student friends. How do the educational philosophies of Mahatma Gandhi, Swami Vivekananda, Rabindranath Tagore, and the challenges are the support the way we approach teaching and learning today? Which aspect of experiential learning, spiritual, emotional, practical, or intellectual, do you find more relevant in your current education context and why it is so? Reflect on a classroom experience where learning occurred through doing. How did it impact your understanding compared to traditional methods? Reflect and discuss. You please discuss in pairs or small groups. Choose one philosopher. It could be Mahatma Gandhi, Vivekananda, or Tagore, just now we discussed. So, discuss how their educational ideologies can be applied in today's classrooms and share real life classroom experiences or suggest new teaching strategies based on their ideas. Reflect on the challenges in implementing such experiential methods in current school settings and which philosophers' views resonate most with your teaching style or learning beliefs and why it is so? The educational vision of Gandhi, Vivekananda, Tagore, They have emphasized the holistic growth of learners spiritually, intellectually, emotionally, and physically. These Indian thinkers viewed learning as a life centered, value driven, and experience based journey rather than mere content acquisition. Integrating their philosophies into modern classrooms can foster critical thinking, self discovery, social responsibility, and creative expression. In essence, experiential learning, guided by Indian thought, encourages teachers and learners alike to evolve continuously, both as individuals and as responsible members of society. With this, thank you, one and all.